He was the Chief of Staff to Governor Mark Sanford of South Carolina. He was the first state senator to endorse Ron Paul for president. He is one of the biggest defenders of sound economic policy in the GOP today. Please help me welcome State Senator Tom Davis of South Carolina.
Hey. You guys are awesome. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for turning out to support our common cause and liberty. You know, I'm backstage and I'm wondering what I'm going to talk about. There are so many things and so many reasons why I support Dr. Paul. There are so many reasons why I have thrown myself headlong in the liberty movement. But I guess it comes down to this for me, and this is what I want to talk to you about for the few minutes that I have. I want to talk about the Federal Reserve. I want to get under the hood of this corrupt, insidious creature that celebrates its 100th birthday next year. And I want to talk to you about what it's done to our constitutional republic. Now, it's bad enough we have a $16 trillion debt. It's bad enough that for the fourth year in a row, we will have a deficit of greater than $1 trillion. But it's far, far worse than that. Because if you look and you see how that debt is financed, it will make you despair for our country. The Treasury sells securities. The money it raises goes to pay our national debt, to support our military adventurism, to prop up our unsupportable entitlements. And the Federal Reserve, more than any other entity, more than any other country, prints money and pays for those securities. In the last 3 years, the Federal Reserve has tripled our monetary base. In 3 years, it has taken the monetary base and multiplied it 3 times. At some point in time, ladies and gentlemen and lovers of liberty, the house of cards will fall, the chickens will come home to roost. Ben Bernanke is a traitor, a dictator. He's blotting out our republic. He's not intent or content with destroying your savings. He's not content with tripling the monetary base. He's not content with priming the pump for the largest inflation increase we're ever going to see. In the last 3 years, he has done something that the Federal Reserve has never done. He has reached into the bank accounts of his friends on Wall Street, whether it's AIG or JP Morgan or Bear Stearns, and he has taken your tax dollars and he's bailed them out with your money. And when Ben Bernanke was called before Congress and they asked him, we see that you're creating billions of new dollars and you're spending them and buying toxic assets. Who are you giving this money to? He said to our congressional representatives, I'm not going to tell you because that would defeat my purpose. How can we have that in a constitutional republic? We talk a lot about checks and balances. We all learned in grade school that the founding fathers, the genius of the founding fathers was to understand that man was corrupt, and they were jealous about power residing in one place. And so they took the legislative branch, the judicial branch, and the executive branch, and they separated the powers, and they had each of those check and balance each other. Where are the checks and balances on Ben Bernanke and the Federal Reserve? There are none. There are none. the greatest achievement, in my opinion, and the legacy of Ron Paul is going to be exposing the corrupt behavior of this institution. And you guys here today are a testament to the fact that he is speaking truth. He has pulled the curtain aside and he has said, look at what these people are doing to your economy. Look at what they're doing. And let me tell you something. There's one thing that a politician wants more than anything else, and that's to be reelected. And so what happened 3 weeks ago when the Fed bill was on the House floor? You had them running like lemmings to support it because they realized that this fraud has been perpetrated for 100 years, and that 100 years is way too long. Ron Paul is to be thanked for exposing that. Republicans and Democrats alike jumped aboard that ship just 3 weeks ago. Now, Harry Reid, give us a hearing in the Senate. Ron Paul has opened my eyes to what is hollowing out this constitutional republic. Ron Paul has opened up my eyes to who the most powerful man in the world is. It's not the President of the United States. It is the Chairman of the Federal Reserve, and he's hollowing us out. He's destroying our liberty. He's destroying our economic freedom, and he has to be stopped. Now, we have other people to take care of in that regard as well. I come from the great state of South Carolina, the Palmetto State. And in 2014, we're going to elect a new U.S. Senator to replace Lindsey Graham. Are y'all going to help? We can do this. It's all about the movement. It's all about the people. Ron Paul has established a beachhead for liberty. It's up to us to go ahead and take that beachhead and move it forward. Thank you.